7 words today. Number 1, fertile ground. So,
Fertile? Not fertile?
sometimes it is pronounced fertile, but
Fertile.
here, especially when it's used with like fertile. Oh, my computer's gonna die. I'm trying to think about the pronunciation. Fertile. Maybe it is used. A woman can be fertile, I think.
Why?
No, I know a woman. I think they.
Okay.
She can have babies.
Ah.
She is fertile. I think there they kind of use the I pronunciation.
Oh, for American pronunciation?
Yeah.
Fertile.
Fertile.
But British accent
Fertile.
fertile.
Yeah, so okay.
On the dictionary.
Yeah, so either I guess is okay. Even Americans sometimes might say fertile. Like, for me, when I hear fertile, I think of like a woman being able to have babies and be pregnant. But fertile is when more the farm land is very fertile. You can grow many plants there. So if it is fertile ground, you can grow there. It can produce. So you can also use this term aside from having babies or food or something to just mean a situation or place or situation that can produce good results, a lot of ideas. This example sentence says the government is a fertile ground for corruption and power abuse, right? Because it is easy to not get caught and do something. Here, Wall Street, wrongdoing has been fertile ground for Hollywood. So it means Hollywood has used this topic to make good movies. It is fertile ground. It can produce results. It can produce babies, food, results, whatever. Number 2, willfully. This one's a little bit easy to understand. If you do something willfully, you do it on purpose. Intentionally, not unintentionally, intentionally. So you do something because you wanted to do it or you knew it. In this example sentence, he willfully missed the event because he did not want to see his former schoolmates. So he did not want to go there, willfully. This says, a lot of times it is used with the word ignore. Willfully ignored. So it's not just you don't see it, you don't notice it. No, you know it's there and you ignore it. You know about it and you ignore it. Willfully, it is used with ignore, to willfully ignore something. It is used with to willfully sign some paper, right? You to willfully agree to something. Number 3, common ground. So this just means an area where two people can agree. Two people have shared interests, shared opinions. Not just two people, 2 or more people. This is common ground. So it can be used to mean that you agree, or it can be used, these businesses have common ground because they all have experience with this industry, or they all know stuff about that. Here they say common ground shared by many films in the Wall Street canon. So this is common ground that he is a bad guy. Wall Street guys are bad guys. This is common ground shared by many films, many Wall Street films. Common ground, similarities, areas where you can agree. If 2 people are having an argument, it is better if they can find some common ground, some area where they agree and then work from there. Number 4, canon. So if you look this word up in the dictionary, there's many different meanings. But what it's talking about here is actually, it says Wall Street movie canon. Wall Street movie canon. So it's talking about all the movies that have to deal with Wall Street. kind of like genre, but not exactly genre. You do not say the Wall Street genre. You could maybe say that, but it is a little bit more specific, right? That canon. It is also sometimes used to talk about, just a group of related works, right? These books are all related somehow. They are related about Wall Street. They are related of maybe some superhero, like if they're right now they're doing, how they have Marvel Universe, like those movies are kind of in the same canon like that. You can also use it to talk about just one specific author or just something like the canon of his books, that group of books, they're all related. The word actually has a lot of meanings. It has some religious meanings as well, talking about like Catholic and law and something decided by the church. But right here, it's just talking about that group. So when I think of group, it has some common similarity. Similar to genre, but maybe a little more specific, at least in this instance. Number 5, jargon. Some people might say jargon. I say jargon. Words and phrases used by particular groups of people that are difficult for other people to understand. The most common example I can think of is computer jargon. If the IT guys come, they have all these words that you might not understand if you're not good with computers, right? That is their jargon. Some scientists will have their specific field, their jargon. Words that are too difficult and complicated for you to even understand. Here they're talking about complicated financial jargon, right? In The Big Short, whenever they have that complicated jargon, the famous person comes and explains it. That is jargon that just a normal person cannot understand that word. It is very field specific. Number 6, bookie. Maybe I know too much about this one. It is for gambling. Actually, I've never used a bookie in the traditional sense of the word. When you hear the word bookie, you think of like some tough guy who will take your bet and he'll pay you the money, but if you lose, he will like hunt you down, right? A bookie. You think of a person. These days, I have used it before the online bookie, right? Just online gambling website. You don't really call that a bookie. You could call it an online bookie, but that is more just called online gambling website or online gambling website. A bookie, if you just hear it like that, you think of a person, a physical person who, when you want to bet on the sports game or horses or something like that, he will take your bet and he pays you if you win, but you need to pay him if you lose. So in our thing, he said, sounds to me like you guys are a couple of bookies, meaning like they're just trying to take the bet. And usually bookie is not really someone that's glorified, kind of illegal. A lot of I don't know, in the UK it might be legal, but kind of illegal and not trustworthy like that. Let's talk about gambling. And number 7, pivotal. Pivotal just means very important. This one it's crucial, especially when talking about related to something else. It is pivotal. The word pivot kind of means to turn, right? So it means on this decision, on this outcome, it will change from either good to bad or yes to no. This is a pivotal day for our sales report, or pivotal day for our merger meeting with this company. It doesn't have to be in a business setting. It can be, this is very pivotal for always I think sports. Pivotal game. We must win this game. our season can change. It is very pivotal. Maybe some speech that the president gives will change the way people think. It's just very pivotal and can change the outcome. So the vocabulary words today are a little bit more difficult than the past couple weeks, but they're all quite useful. Bookie is really specific, talking about that guy who pays out the money. Canon is, like I said, if you look that word up, there's many different meanings. I personally don't use that one that much. Especially pivotal is a really useful word. Common ground, willfully. They're good words. Any questions?